God, I wish. Oop, better kick that before it's too late. Hello and welcome, everyone. How's it going, Ken? I'm still like 2 hours away from it being that particular time. Joyous occasion. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I am currently looking around me to see if I have everything I need to start this. Let's see. Sheet of paper, yes. Rocks, yes. Jewelry, yes. Pencil, music in my ear. Oh, she's late. I don't know. She's probably playing Pokemon Go, doing something. She keeps up on a lot of things. Sorry, I'm getting the house music going because I need some energy or something. Oh yeah, no, you're good, homie. You good. So I figured it takes a while for people to stream in and stuff. I figure I just start out with like some of the coolest shit I got, and we'll go from there. Of course, that means a bit of tanzanite up top. Some of my nicer tanzanite. I want to look at a fire opal. You might get a kick out of this. Oh, I want to see how it looks on camera. I went to facet this a while back. Yes, 26 is a peridot. I went to facet this a while back, and I was like, hold up, I'm seeing something. And that's when I realized it wasn't just a nice piece of orange opal. I've had this happen with a few of these pieces because, I got a box of the stuff I've been selling. Like, no. So loud. At least you can hear me this time. I'll try to talk softer. What sound? Do you hear the cat in the background being a fucking derp? Is that blue? I swear he does that just to make noise, you little shit. What are you doing, huh? Yeah, furball. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have access to a pretty decent supply of this stuff. And this one has the fire. Or technically, it's orange, so it's fire opal, but it's got that play of color, and several of them now have. Like, some of them just facet really nice. It makes for some really nice facets, but also, I don't know. I'm happy with how that one turned out. Ooh. You know what? That deserves to be on there too. We're just gonna toss that in on one. Yeesh. No bueno. I've had a lot of it from other batches that crack, but this stuff has been really stable so far every time I've cut into it. This one's kind of like milky, but it's not also. It's a weird one. I don't know. There's lots of interesting pieces in that. Anyway, welcome. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Ken. It's I've noticed the same thing. I have a nice play of color that is coming apart, and I've got another one in my vault that's got a couple cracks, but it's my baby. Alrighty, let's start with the first tanzanite of the day. Look at that beauty. All right, I'm gonna clean my lens real quick because I find when in doubt, cleaning the lenses never hurts. Let's try this again, huh? See what happens. Hey, Bryce. No worries, Jackie. I appreciate you coming in, smacking that like button around a little bit. Set me up on a TV just so I've got consistent playtime. Sorry about the ad when you guys enter. It'll be the only advertisement that pops up because I've basically got it set for monetization afterwards. But I've decided, like, for 6 to 18 cents, I'm not going to pester everybody with a fucking ad every 6 minutes. It's just not happening. I've been trapped too, Ken. I feel you. No ads for me either. We got snow outside. Oh, that last one was 50. The rest of these tanzanites are like 40. They're all roughly about a half carat. We have about 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches out there, I would say. Nah, it's got to be closer to 3. I know better. That ain't no 6 inches out there. But it feels like it. I had to buy shoes for the first time in years. I've been wearing flip-flops for like 3 years straight. And the stow? Yes, she did. I can't break that voice out anymore. Yeah. That checks out, Ken. That checks out. I try to be a little more fair with my prices. I mean, these are 40. This one here is 40. And this one's 50. There is a little bit of a complaint I have with this one, but it's really not even valid. That one should be 50 too. Like, okay, it's got a little tiny bit of windowing. It's going to go real high here again soon. I'm kind of glad these aren't selling. I don't mind keeping them around. Eventually, these will go back up, like, a lot. That scandal JTV had where trillions are nice for tanzanite. Hey, Iris. I have an emerald cut that's kind of smaller. I really like how the emerald cuts look myself. So yeah, this one's 40. How you doing, Iris? I'm sorry your head hurts. It took me a lot today to get. We almost didn't have a stream. Then I was like, nah, might as well. We got 40 on this one too. I get it, Ken. Words are hard some days, and some days auto corrupt is like my worst enemy. Got 40 on this tanzanite. That is not. Jesus, Ken, that's almost as bad as telling someone to step on a Lego. So here I've got Montana sapphires and diamonds set in 14 karat gold. Definitely one of my better pieces so far. Although I'm still saying my favorite, like, high quality, crazy, smaller gold piece was that fucking tanzanite that I did. It will not help the headache. I guess theoretically it could help the headache if the Lego hit the exact right spot. Oh, nice. I don't blame you. I don't want to dig through boxes either. I'll throw out $4,000 on the tag on that piece today. It's a carat and a half in the center, another carat of Montana sapphires, and about 85 points of diamonds, 85 to 90 points. Meow. No, we can't just go back to bed. Seriously. What do you want? Huh? Yeah, I know, but we can't just go back to bed. You're not conning me into that. $40 on this one. This one's really dark blue. Ken, do I want to know what you're counting down to? Oh yeah, it's all good material. I mean, if we look at that top one again, counting down to 420, just rub it in. It's so sad. I should know more about hair stuff. I mean, I've only got I don't know 14, 16 inches of hair. Iris, the same thing for me, except for I have to wait like an extra 4 hours on top of it just because after this, I'm gonna go around with some metal. About $40 on this one. Got a couple smaller ones. These are like some of the more affordable pieces on the board. This is $18. And this one is 15. Up next, okay, I'll talk, but this one's $5,000. If someone's actually interested and has like a number that's not insulting, I'm willing to talk on the price, but this is one of my like masterworks. I polished the fire agate. That fire opal is just boss. The fire agate has nearly a full spectrum. I see greens, purples, yellows, reds, oranges. Like it's just awesome. And then there's like 70 gemstones. If I remember correctly, the actual number is a couple less or one less than 70. I'm just not dropping that number because I don't know how YouTube's chat filter or I'm worried about getting demonetized on a video I'm not really monetizing. Got all these little micro pave gems put in there. Bunch of bigger ones. Like each and every one of these could have been their own ring. That's tanzanite up there, and amethyst, aqua, peridot, citrine, mandarin garnet, andesine, some garnets, yellow sapphires, emeralds. The only thing I don't have up, purple garnets. Only thing I don't got is diamonds up in this thing. I don't got the funds, but I haven't paid for that for like almost at all. I don't know. I get lucky like that because of all the festivals I've been at. I don't partake often. Up next, I've got a few pieces of indicolite tourmaline. And some of these are like crazy. See, and like I've had people give me vapes. Like vapes, dabs. It don't matter. I get lucky like that. It's one of the things I'm going to miss about not vending the cannabis festivals anymore. This particular tourmaline is $246. I will cut that down to $200 today. It is 14.6 carats, so it's right under 3 grams. The interior is fairly clean. I'm pretty sure that's a natural termination. up next, 22.4 carats, which means that this is 4.5 grams of gorgeous indicolite tourmaline. This one is $380. I will cut it down to $340. What goes into making a faceted gemstone? So say this piece here, because this is definitely, I would say this is facet grade. In my opinion, it is. I would probably cut the top off to start, and then you start grinding away and polishing, and it takes some hours. I guess I could do a video on it. It's actually, I've tried to put together a video that's not 2 hours, and it's kind of difficult. Because it's a lot of repetitive bullshit. You basically, grind with sandpaper that's made out of diamond that's electroplated to a piece of metal, and you start with the 380 grit, and then you move to a 600 grit, and you do that all the way until you're at like 50,000 grit. A rounded point on the end. Similar thing, but you're thinking of a quartz point. Those are a different type of crystal. Quartz points just grow differently. Sometimes you'll see those pointed types on these, but they're triangular instead of what you're. Robotic arm. So this one is 20.8 carats at $340. So I'll cut that down to 300. It's got a little floater on it. That interesting termination. This isn't as holographic as some of the others. It doesn't have the cool. This is the only one I've got left that's got that weird top that does the holographic etching. No, it's natural iris. Sometimes people do grind them to make them like perfect, but I think from what I've seen of those, they just cut them in the general shape and then tumble them because they all have rounded facet meats. See, this next one is 15.2, $240. I'll knock it down to 200. They claim that this song that I'm hearing is from the early 2000s and house music, and it is not. That is Jesse. How goes it, my friend? However, I digress. We got 200 on that one. And this one is 11.8 at $200. I'll cut 20 off this one. Covered in quilts. My cat's trying to get me to go back to bed right now. And I'm struggling to tell him that he's wrong. I love these etched tops like that. That is just the coolest phenomena. Ken, you don't say. You don't say. Where do I even start on that? Between metal in the microwave to a pressurized container in a microwave? I almost kind of want to see what would happen. Just put that bee on 15 minutes and step back and watch. I just ain't cleaning it up. 22, my friend. Is an amethyst. Here, I'll break it open for you. In a heart shape. With the concave or quantum cutting that I love so much. It really is, isn't it? And that one is 62. This one is an amethyst. Oh God. I'm sorry. That's 21. 22, Jesse. Is a 4.35 carat Ethiopian opal. One of the smoked ones. Well, if it's black from Ethiopia, it probably is. So I just assume so. Right? I know. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I mistook. This one, I've got it 210. I cut 30 off that. I'll do 180. That's the back of it. So this one's got options. Is that a claim, Jesse? I totally, for some reason, was like 19, 20, 22. I got you, buddy. Thank you. Real quick, I'll just show this off. Solid 14 karat gold. Diamonds, ruby, multicolor sapphires, and an emerald. Yo, buddy, how goes it? Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure I got more guys in here right now than girls today. The ladies are in the minority this time. We're not doing too bad. Thank you, Jesse. I don't know. 3,500. Got a piece of fire agate up next. Or a couple pieces of fire agate. I've been working a lot with fire agate. Ooh. I wanna look at one. Ow, under these conditions. I want to see if the green comes out in the camera on this next one. It does kill. Which one into a shield piece? Iris? It kind of does look like amylite, doesn't it? They're both really pretty stones. See, so that one's 45. And this one's 50. I need to clean up the sides. I've only put like 6 hours into each of these. Let's see how this one looks. This one is going to be 50 as well. Part of me almost feels like I should just cut there and then turn it into 2 cabs. No, 23 is 45. The one I showed after it is 50, and this one is also 50. And then I got a peridot, 1.8 carat trillion. You know, you make a like your comment earlier about trillions being one of the better cuts. It's hard to argue with how well trillions do at bouncing that light around. I've got $60 on this one. I have taken a refractive index reading, which is basically the angle at which light bounces off of the surface of a solid that is polished to a, polished flat plane, and utilizing that refractive index and the birefringence readings that I measure, I'm able to identify whether a stone is peridot, which is a type of olivine, if it's a type of quartz, or if it's, beryl, which is what aquamarine or emerald is, etc. My buddy, I apologize, but my sources are the one thing I do not share. I will tell you how I went about finding my sources. I totally will. I sunk several $1,000s into it though, and I got burnt a lot of money finding those sources. I'll teach people how I did it. I just won't hand over those sources, because then people just skip right over me. First step, get yourself a refractometer and a polariscope. Also, I would recommend a good magnification setup, like a microscope, and start doing some deep looking into gemology. Some treatments I can identify, yes. Others, I cannot. And I try to be open about what I can and what I cannot. For instance, I know that these sapphires are not filled. They're definitely not lead glass filled. They might be heated, and that's a pretty industry standard, so I wouldn't bet against it unless a very, very reputable dealer that I normally get like GIA stones from tells me they're unheated. And even then, I probably wouldn't advertise it as unheated. So this is a diamond and sapphire ring. If I remember correctly, it's about a 40-point center, a couple 10-pointers on the sides, some sapphires set into 10-karat gold, completely hand fabricated in a size 7. I'm asking $1,000. Enjoy your tacos. Or whatever you're eating. Okay, now I must put these stones where they go. I believe so. However, I source reclaimed, so I basically charge as if they're lab growns. They could be lab grown. I just kind of openly state that on them. I don't believe it with these. That might be harder for me to identify 2 years from now. It's something that, as the natural and lab-grown diamond market evolves, it's getting a little less like sure, especially on smaller stones when you're reclaiming them. If I get lucky and get a couple $1,000s in hands, I'll get myself a Sherlock, which is a type of box that takes readings of said stones, and it's hard to explain how it works. I believe it uses different types of ultraviolet light to do the identification process. It's like a $4,000 or $6,000 box. It's expensive. I still want one, but I don't mess around with that many diamonds. Oftentimes, yes, Quad, there are natural green diamonds. They are stupidly expensive. All because I want to say J-Lo. I want to blame it on J-Lo. I've got a green irradiated myself and had that for a couple years now. Okay, what pieces of jewelry are next? Yeah, I'm doing that. Toss that one up, and we'll do that one. For a while, red diamonds were all the rage because they're the rarest. But then, I want to say it was J-Lo. I could be wrong on that. Got this like 1 carat or something, stupidly nice green diamond engagement ring. It's actually funny. I was laughing earlier because I've got this one. It's an irradiated blue. It's like it's an I2, I3. Like it's included all hell. But it is a 1 carat blue diamond that I put in a wire wrapped ring. And it's like $400 for the ring. And I'm open to offers even. If someone got an offer on that, I'd listen. I haven't done topaz in a while. Let's do topaz. I don't remember doing topaz last week. These are all blue topaz. Funny thing about blue topaz, many blue topaz are also used or treated using irradiation, especially London blue. I know that I don't believe I have ever seen a piece of London blue that wasn't irradiated. I don't even know if it's possible. Jesse's going to have to get a freebie. Oh, nice. Would you pick up on that? I got one in hiding. This one's sitting back for a friend. IF. I don't know that I... Dang, you really hooked it up on that. Yeah, $5 a carat. Yeah, you gave a really good deal there. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good deal. I don't think I could beat that on a 3 carat. Because I don't believe I could source it for that. It's an oval. It's an 11 carat. Kind of chilling out for a buddy. That one's already sold. It's hanging out for a buddy who's waiting for the right inspiration to have it be made into a ring. I forgot, by the way, that last little one that I showed was $6. Definitely a rich color in it. I'd almost like, if I get really good at cutting or get a better machine, I would like to refacet it because I think it's got more potential if it was cut better. It's often the most important part is the lapidary work. Like this blue topaz here has really nice lapidary work done on it. For shipping in the US, it starts out at about $12, unless we're talking like one affordable stone. Plus there's the insurance side of it. So it kind of depends on like the purchase amount. You start getting, 20 bucks or so when you've got a couple $100 in stones going. But if you're just getting a couple stones, yeah, it'll be under, 16. They raised our prices for the holidays and they're not lowering them. I can do slower and just put it in an envelope, but that still hits to about 12 usually with insurance. Sometimes it can be like as low as 8, but yeah, I usually just go flat rate myself. Seeing that one, 32. Seems a bit high. Oh yeah, that's getting right. I had to adjust finally. Got that one at 32. I will cut it down to 25 for today. Got $6 on this one. It's the lapidary. For orders under 200, I tack on 12 and call it good. This one is 12. This is a white topaz. Quad, those little, they're called meat points. Along the edges. I know what you're talking about. That they can happen sometimes depending on the faceting. It's something I'm struggling with in my own faceting work. Is getting those meat points to be perfect, and they're not yet by any means. Got $12 on this next white topaz. Nice little oval. I can't get much closer than this. Birdie got magnification up quite a bit as at this. I wish I could dual stream this in both formats. Quad, I am already if you're watching this on a TV screen, it'll do the magnification at like 10 times when you're seeing it. I've kind of played around with this because I've got my screen like a foot in front of me right now. So this is a sapphirite garnet and 2 yellow diamonds in 10 karat white gold. This was handmade by me, like all my jewelry. We're asking $500 for this. For a handmade ring, that is a hell of a deal. And in gold, too. Because, like, that one in silver is $500. Oh, thank you. The artisan side is where I'd rather do my work. See, I got $12 on this one. No, you're not into the Geiger look. It's undeniable, and it's funny because I have never seen those movies, but something from that genre had to have influenced me somewhere in my life, because you can see how much I love it in my artwork. It's undeniable. I've never seen the movies, though. I'm a Star Wars person. Yeah. Spaceships for the win. So I got $12 on this blue topaz. I got 27 on this one, so I'll do 25. Me too, Ken. Although I struggle with anything that's like horror based, my night terrors run with it, so I've got to be careful. Heck, Star Wars books recently have been messing with me. I feel like this one should be more. Hi, Clee. I got $12 on this one. Beautiful little pear shape. Might. I've got 12 on this one. $4 here. Up next is a blue zircon in silver. This one is $160. I love blue zircons so much. Which one were you referring to, Iris? On 13. Next on 15, I got for $7. Yeah, okay. That one is clear. So for blue zircon, what you do is first it's over the limit. After that, if you have the setup specific gravity, I kind of have the setup for specific gravity. I don't rely on it. After that, I go to microscopic observations. Blue topaz is actually really easy to ID on refractive index. So blue topaz or topaz, quartz, tourmaline, anything down in that area is fairly easy. Tanzanite. Tanzanite's my favorite for that reason. Tanzanite's got a very recognizable refractive index that you can, I mean, so does topaz. This is almost as... It's like my microscope on its low setting. That one is 10. 17 for $12. And technically, so on a refractive index, or the refractometer is what the tool is called, the max reading you can get is 1.81, give or take. Some make it to 1.79. Anything over than that we call over the limit, or OTL. OTL in its own way is an indication and information that we can use. Hey, Will. How goes it, buddy? This one's $4. Wish I had two that were like identical of this one. I got a lot of snow you can play in. Far too much snow to play in. Let's see, up next for $13. This one got a light blue. Okay, you probably got more snow than I do. How deep is it there? Whew. Okay, you guys got it about as bad as we do, if not worse. I am sorry, brother. Got 13 on that one. Up next, ruby and moissanite, set in sterling silver, also made by me. The center ruby is definitely fracture filled. Ones around it, I think, are heated, but they're not fracture filled. And the moissanite is moissanite. Oh, joy. I wish I could get a good shot of this ring. I went all out on castle setting this one. Oh, you've got to go brush off those solar panels too, don't you? Or do you have solar out there, don't right? That's $7 on this one. Speaking of heaters, mine is telling me it needs to go on for a few. Ow. Okay, that's fair. It's too bad they don't like have some sort of window wiper type shit for it. $6 on this one. Something that doesn't take a lot of power or time, that just like sweeps down with a squeegee and cleans it off. I'm sure the big farms have to have that because we've got, or I don't know if we do have farms up here. I know they tried, but things did not go well. Local power company did not want solar farms getting set up here. So I got $4 on that one and $4 on this next one. Last but not least, the French set. Blue apatite pendant. $150 on this one. Oh, the ring before this, $400. Stupid fingerprints. Get off there. Sorry about that. Alrighty. what should I put out next? Part of me wants to do mini pendants. Yeah, we'll do another $500 gold ring. We'll do a tanzanite mini. There's that opal one, since they didn't. There's that one up. Amethyst, I guess. Amethyst it is. What? What'd I do? That's the hope. Yeah, that's exactly what you're hearing. Oh, did that make it loud? I'm sorry. I didn't realize it travels like that. I was just like tapping a little bit while contemplating um, the mysteries of the cosmos and the meaning of life. Amethyst number 1. It's got a wee bit of dust on it. That one is $8. Amethyst 2 for $6. Got great color. Hey, Will, how is your head feeling today? Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you dropping in, and I hope you have a wonderful week, man. Yeah. I know you were having a really good time last night. From the chat. I figured as much. Which is why I'm asking about your head. All right, handsome. And feel free to reach out. My email is tyler59801@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out. I can always, find things. Oh, you only spent 2,300 last night. Peachy sapphire. I'm kidding. Although I can't think of any other stone that you would spend that much on unless it was the exact right black opal or a freaking 10-carat peridot or something. You know what I mean? Now, last night I was starting, the crest pendant and that big round amethyst that I got. I was playing around with maybe making that big amethyst into a crest. That one's nice. It's got a little hint of peachy sapphires. Derek, you might shoot me an email. I'd like to look into that. That one is 12. That's kind of my thought, actually. That's kind of where I'm going with it too. Is that direction? I'm not sure where exactly I'll end up, but yeah, that's exactly the direction I was thinking too. It's kind of funny, we're on the exact same page there. You know exactly what what I'm thinking of doing. I built the setting for the big amethyst. Got 4 on this one. Yeah, you kind of nailed it there. Next up, I've got a 10-carat gold ring with a diamond. This one's not giant. I think it's a size 6. It's a size 6. It's on the way, because this one won't have the swords on the bottom. It'll be the flowers on the top, and actually I think that I like the Cullinan bottom. So yeah, I think that's the direction we'll go with it. So this is 500. If I remember correctly, it's a 10-pointer. I need a bunch of large moissanite for it. So I went and looked this morning on is 24 square. No, 24 is an oval. I was gonna say, I don't think I have any cushion cuts out right now. I'm setting that upside down. Yeah, I'd have to go hunting to find a cushion. 23, absolutely, my friend. I do believe this is $10. It's just 3 round amethysts. Why, thank you. You've both been busy. Auctioning something pretty? I haven't done auctions in a long time. I haven't had enough people in here to be doing auctions. Last couple times I've tried, they've gone really bad for me. Are you talking about the heart, Will? Or was that not today? Okay. Well, I was just thinking about how well it might look in a new Cullinan. Like, I know I spent yesterday's stream building the freaking setting for a different stone for it. However, this would be more actually Cullinan, because the Cullinan 5 brooch was a heart shape, and this would be much closer to that. I showed it off a bit earlier, but as you said that just a few minutes ago, I was like, it's just sitting over here. Like, literally, it's just off screen. And I'm like staring at it like, yeah, well, might have to change my plan a little bit. That other one is so purple. It's an amethyst. It's a heart-shaped amethyst in a quantum cut. For $7. It's a decent one for $7. I think I said 52 on that heart shape, Will. If you want me to add it to the... I can't remember the number. I want to... I think I know what it is. It's like right around 4 digits, I think. Like getting real close to it, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Because you had me set aside the blue diamond mini and that other diamond mini, right? Or the diamond refab. Or refurb. $7, that's a nice one. It's a little included, but kind of adds to it. My music. Why? Come back here. Sorry, my music just went off. Understood. It's the rhythm of the night. Yes, I basically got Night at the Roxbury pumping in my head all day today. I almost just let it play and turned off the whole ad rev, but I was like, I don't know if that'll affect anything else. I don't want to get copyright struck. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just do it and see if it like hurts for one of these sales streams to have some sort of music going in the background. $4 on that one. Got $4 on this one. Tanzanite Mini. It's the rhythm of the night, yo. Such a beautiful little tanzanite up in there. $150 for this. That is garnet. I don't know why this is here right now, because that is garnet. 100% garnet. However, it's $8. That's garnet. I know that's garnet. Because I remember making that little parcel. Make a cute little set of earrings. Or side stones. Got $3 on this. Round brilliant here for 4. I feel like it should be a bit higher, but yeah. Welcome back, buddy. Got $6 on this one. Back under the quilts. I get it. My batteries just died. I told you. Well, I have a forge in my bedroom, first off. That helps. But bathrobe underneath a big black leather trench coat. Although the color of the leather trench coat probably doesn't matter so much. And I used to wear like a spandex, like, you know, underneath everything. And then, like, I don't know, a pair of pants, and that, it worked great. You can go out and it'll be like -20. You're like, it's fine. I need something for my head. Sorry about that. Battery died. I'm back. Oh, I mean, of course, I got a heater. That's requisite. Our pipes will freeze without a heater. I just got to keep it low because I can't afford. Like, I'm afraid to open my power bill right now. $5 on this one. It's hard to get out of bed when it gets cold like that up here, especially with how busted up my body is. I get it. If my cat lays on the wrong part of the blanket where, like, he's right next to me and in the way of getting out, that's my excuse to stay in bed till 12. I'm like, well, I can't disturb the poor kitty, so I better stay under these warm blankets and just, hi, kitty. $5 on this one. Montana sapphire, diamonds, Sri Lankan sapphires, blue zircon, more Sri Lankan sapphires, blue zircon, diamonds, blue tourmaline. Funny thing is, like, he won't move from there until he knows he's getting food. I got a picture of him the other day. I just flipped the blankets up over him, and he just stayed in a ball of blankets for like an hour while I waited for my legs to start working properly so I could get up and get him his food. God, I love that tourmaline so much. That indicolite tourmaline from the Pederneiras mine in Brazil is just gorgeous. Engraved all the way around. I'm asking $1,400 on this piece. Yeah, he knows he gets blamed for everything. It's his. He knows what it's about. He knows. Thanks for tucking me in. It was adorable. Like, the way he looked at me when he knew I was about to get him food, he like stretches an arm out and kind of watching me from underneath the it was adorable. I almost just crawled right back under the blankets and was like, all right, let's go back to bed. You guys want to see something adorable? What are you doing? You're right. He knows I'm talking about him. What's up? Huh? Or did you hear me say something about food? Oh, or is it to bed? Huh? Yeah. Go back to bed. Yeah. What are you doing, Furball? Grr. Good boy. Good boy. Got $6 on that one. Kitty in a box. Number 23. Number 24 here. For $4. For $4 again. This one's got a nice color. And I agree. I agree 100%. I had to get shoes finally, guys. Shoes. Okay, that's a tragedy for me. I hate wearing shoes. They're so heavy, they trip me up with my up leg. Shoes should not be required to live. I don't know what I say that, but then I actually really like living here in Montana, so I know I cry about it a lot. But I think I prefer it to desert, or at least true desert. I mean, to a point. I'm. To be fair, our winters aren't as bad as they used to be up here. I don't know about down there. So I have here some rubies or pink sapphires. Purple sapphires? I don't know. Then a honeycomb pattern for $150. But I do feel you. I could use a little inflation in the temperature too. It's a wee bit cold. It's right now, it just snowed for the first time this year, which is also like it didn't snow much last year. We got more snow in the last few days than we did all year last year combined. We have, although I gotta say, we have the setup for it to get cold like this. Like you mentioned a space heater. Our houses have that shit built in. Like even cheap ass apartment trailers. Like it's a necessity up in these parts. You guys when it hits down there, it can get really bad. We kind of got it lucky in that aspect. Where's that nice opal one I did? I want to show that particular mini off. Where did it go? Is that it? Yeah. Since they decided to ghost me on that purchase, it's going back for sale. It won't be long before that strontium one. I think by next week that strontium one that I think I got ghosted on too will go up. Sorry. I'm griping. I had 2 people ghost me on projects this year. I'm like, oh, guys. I remember a couple years back when Texas had that really bad. I don't know how those crazy motherfuckers live up there. Okay, Alaska's a whole nother game. Yeah, I remember that. Like, and it was stupid because up here everyone was like, "Why are they crying? It's not that cold even." And I'm like, "Guys, you don't get it. They don't have heaters in their houses. Their power grid is not meant to do this every year like ours. We won't run out of that whole thing, or the energy to keep us warm, where other places like Texas will. Plus, y'all don't know how to drive on ice. Well, in Texas, like it's not common to need to drive on ice. Up here, it's a yearly thing. God, this is such a gorgeous garnet. I am probably way undercharging on this. I don't run into many that are this pretty. Wait, is that confirmed? It is a beautiful color, and the cutting's really nice too. It's perfect, the perfect saturation level. I love that stone. That one's 15. Is Wyoming confirmed, Jesse? I'm kind of excited for that. That's really close. I'd love to get the opportunity to show you around the shop and let you like just go through and go all Smeagol on all the gems everywhere. Confined? I mean, Wyoming has less population than us, so I can't argue with that. Does that mean I'm guessing you never heard back from the one you know which one I'm referencing because it was the one you really 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 wanted. I was really hoping to hear that you'd snag that one. That'd have been a good place for you. I'm actually kind of hoping it hasn't been ruled out yet. They did? Wait, I shouldn't get excited. Was it not a... Damn. Sorry. That's unfortunate, man. How are you supposed to get experience? Never mind. I'll keep rooting for you. You'll get it someday. I have faith in you. You'll get one of those where they are more likely to, I'm sorry, I signed an NDA. I can't talk about my experience with this company that I can't talk about. You claim one and two. Thank you. Nice claim on one. I gotta say, like, I almost put that away into mine. That is a really nice quality one. What? I signed an NDA. I can't talk about who I worked for during some blank space of time. Can't give you a reference from them because I don't. I am just throwing out a hypothetical. I don't know if that would actually work. Okay, I just pulled that out of my ass. Like, I don't know that would fly, but I don't know that it wouldn't either. I have no idea how that shit works. Yeah, I mean that's my thought too. Is if you need to say you have experience without being able to like prove it, just be like, well, I can't talk about it. I don't know how that works though. Like, I really don't know the legality. Like, I don't know. Oh, that last one that I showed was $6, by the way. This one is $5. I would laugh my ass off if that worked, though. I that would be fucking great. Because I have the experience. I just can't elaborate any more than that. That is the old me kind of coming out there. Bullshit it the way. I wonder if I could pull that off. Up next, amethyst and sapphire. Got 3 nice, very nice sapphires in this. Some amethyst. This was me just being bored and playing around. 150 on that. Fake it till you make it. I've really been thinking something along those lines of just making rings that just huge diamond rings. Diamond and pendants and stuff, and just like they're like, oh yeah, I make some of the nicest stuff for like the biggest celebrities and rap stars ever, blah blah blah. Where was I? Did I show number 9 yet? No. Or number 8 for 9. I am not. Oh, the. Okay, never mind. Now I get the reference about the pendant. I was gonna say I don't understand the reference, but then it clicked. Just took me a second. I'm moving slow, okay? That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. This one's pretty too. It's a little darker. It's got that nice blood color. Because they say vampires always wore rubies. I think they wore garnets. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Like, that's the color I see in Dracula's little bow tie thingy. His bejeweled bow tie. What was 6? 6 is a piece that I made while I was bored a while back. Because I did these witch doctor masks, and I had made a D20. Or I also do some D20s in miniature, and I had also done a silver lug nut. Basically, it's what it is. It's from a tire, a lug nut off of a car that I made a mold of and then remade in silver. And then I just kind of put some pieces together. This is 6. Another one? Or do you mean 8? This here. Oh yeah, no, it's the same one. I do have a couple different ones, but that's the main one that I've had. That's neat. I've got a couple that are just the mask itself. I just felt that the thing would fit really well on the lug nut, and then throwing a D12 on it. I've had it around for a while though. This one's like $40. This one's $150. I tried casting 20 of these things, but only 6 ended up working out. Oh, no, this is the only one that I've done with the dice. I may not have mentioned that this was a lug nut attached to it that made it all come together. But yeah, that's what it was. You could even see some of the rim on the inside still. I think I've got one more solid silver one somewhere. Might have melted it already. No, I put sapphires in it. That's right. This one, the one that I made that I ended up kind of, I show it off a lot. It's emeralds. I need to redo the black finish on it. Emerald, sapphire, diamonds, and savorites. I need to redo the black part in it. Is this what you want me to do for the one? Is something similar to this? Or do you want me to do oval with it in the center and then maybe like a halo, or I don't. I could do this ring so much better now, I have a feeling. Okay. I got $4 on this one. And there is something on face that I don't like. Oh, wow, I haven't heard that song in ever. Yay, Six Flags. That's a nice garnet, too. I'm going to get that off. If I have to go soak this in acetone, I will. This one is $4. For some reason I got 7 on this one. I feel like these two might have gotten mixed up, but they didn't because they've been in the same containers forever. It is a fairly nice one. So I got 7 on this one. That last one had perfect cutting, that's why. Now, $8 on this one. I got a fair amount. I've got melee ones too. I want to get more. Let's see. We got $4 on this one. Got a bit of windowing. Oh, this purple one. Color. I got 15 on this one. $9. You are such a dork. Cat does what cat does. I got $6 on this one. $4 on this one. $5 on this round. I should check some of these to see if they do color changing. This one's making me wonder. It's got interesting. I don't know. There's something neat about that one. It's $5. It's sparkly. It's sparkly as all hell. I like it. Okay. $6 on this one. Another $6. Thank you, Iris. I think that's some really pretty stones. Oh, whoa. Holy crap. Bama's going to be so excited to hear that. That's phosphorescent. Sorry. I had a random curiosity take me somewhere, and I might be colorblind now. This one is $3. I hit myself with way too much UV light there. I'm not actually colorblind. I'm good. Just took a second. And this one is $4. Oh. Dude, I went through all of these and forgot to show the pieces. So, the opal piece I got ghosted on. I'd do $150 for this, which is about what the materials cost me. Piece of Australian opal there, set in sterling. Gorgeous little opal. It's doublet. Piece of crystal opal on black. Then I've got the 3 purple garnets set in sterling with 14 karat gold. Yeah, my camera's not wanting to focus anymore either. This one is $180. What? If I put it up here, Does it just need a different camera to be like, bah? Yeah. 150 on this gorgeous opal. And then last but not least, I've shown this piece today. We've got a star ruby, pink spinel, rubies, and rhodolite garnet. Show this piece instead. Yeah, I kind of went crazy on this ring. I love it though. I love these bands. There's just something really neat. I've come a long way in how I'm doing these bands. Like they look so much better like this. Like this was my first try of this style, and you can just see how far I've progressed. Although this one turned out super neat too. You like this one? How I kind of went with this? Keep that in mind. We can kind of go that direction. I think part of what the difference with where I was struggling is I noticed all of these, I bring the band back in instead of trying to wrap it to the sides like I was trying on that one. I might as well do a batch of peridot before we call it a day. I'm pretty slow. I don't know. Part of me wants to flip a coin, but I think I'll do some peridot and then call it a day. Might as well. And then I'll go start playing with metal. Though I do have to take that one call here, so I'm gonna have to be kind of observant about how I do that. See, I know I showed it already, but we'll show the trillion again. What? I should do peridot before I call it a day, Will? Oh, and then I do peridot. But you be safe. Them hydraulic log splitters. Actually, it's not the splitter that worries me. Peridot. I need some more peridot jewelry. Peridot. Peridot and opal. Let's do it. Sapphire. C1. I think you probably saw it earlier. This is the 1.8 carat trillion for $60. Hey, Ava. Definitely the nicest one on the board. And happy Saturday to you as well. Well, thank you. Is this the day, my friend? Number 2 I got for $4. Mixed step cut round. Probably in the 4mm range. Have a good one, Will. It does have a really nice lime green to it. I agree. Well, thank you. Wow. Last time I looked at the likes, we had like 4. That's gone up a lot. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Feel like a lot of people dropped in just to hit the like button. Got $5 on this one. I'm going to have to put a little bit of speed on this so I'm not late to the next appointment. Got $4 on this one. Well, thank you. No, I still have you have 3 bigger cushions. One of them's an emerald and 2 cushions here, right? Nah, I have a kitty too. I am correct on that, right? I can send you a picture after the stream. I want to say elongated cushions too. They're like rectangular cushions with checkerboard cuts. Or one of them has a checkerboard cut because one of them's super nice. Then on number 6, I've got this mini pendant. For 120? YouTube is a good entertainment. Jesse, just to clarify, I have those two, and then 4 and below, the whole board. Got you. $32. Yeah. You calling it a night, Jesse? You just kind of bought my board out, so that makes my life easy. We're gonna call it $30 instead, because it's that makes it a nice even number for me with a 0 at the end. I like that. Cool. I'm gonna blow through this board now. Have a good one, Jesse. We'll talk to you later. I'm wondering also, though, English could be their second language. To be fair. I've been worried about you, Jesse. I really have been. For a bit there, I was like, I hope he's not mad at me. Honestly, chat is going so slow right now. I'm not even sure that I'm worried about it. It helps engagement. They don't sell stones or anything, so yeah. Quad, you're still awake, bro? Oh, shoot. Jesse, you got a free one. I found another one for $4, so I just threw it in. Because we're not breaking that nice even number. See, I got 7, 6 on that last one. Should be 7. That last one next week will be $7. Sorry, guys, inflation. I have to. Yeah, but your overall total ends in a 50. So that's perfect. It's in my brain, man. Got $6 on this one. Now I fear one of the core rules. Technically, as long as they don't say they're in that particular demographic. Age is a demographic, right? Yeah, age is a demographic. Oh, that one's $3. And then here we have this ring. Ah. Smart, Jesse. I've not even considered that. This is green sapphire and peridot. Size 7. Doing $3.50 on that ring. I've got $8 on this peridot. And then another pendant. This is a huge peridot and a bigger opal. I had a badass name for this one too. Something like Reality Cleaver or something. This is World Hopper. This is a Dawn Shard. I don't know. Just it cuts through reality. $400 on this one. Which originally this thing was like $7. Also, now that I think about it, quad, the Turing test is a lot more complicated than that now. I'm at the point where I'm considering using the Turing test on humans. But I'm guessing this is more of a barrier, language barrier. Got 5 on that one. 8 on this beautiful one. I could be wrong. If so, it's not a great bot. My monster's out. 2 stones and a pendant. Let's go. Pear shape. $6. Luciano, what country are you? No, it's Latin. had gotten that far. I don't currently have any stone drawings going on. And we're about at the end of this stream. So I've got one stone left. But subscribe. Once in a while I do jewelry giveaways. If you are outside of the United States, you'll have to cover shipping. Damn, bro. How did you... I'm not complaining. Again, you have that for a reason, and I trust your judgment. How did you manage to do all of them at once? Is all I'm wondering. And last but not least, okay, that's how. Interesting. The language barrier does make it difficult, and that would be a problem if I was having a busy show. So, again, no complaints. Yellow sapphire, orange sapphire. In sterling, 120. Because I'm calling it a night. I have no idea what was going on there. Honestly, I was considering, because we do have one of the like number one rules because of all the fire I play with, and I don't sell to minors. I just don't want to deal with that fucking headache. So I was starting to wonder, is like this person too young to be in here? But they hadn't. Like normally that comes up where someone's like, I'm 14, and I'm like, sorry, we just don't do, like, if you want to learn, go talk to your parents. You can find classes, but this is not the place. No, I feel you, Iris. Thanks for giving it. Like Jesse tried to figure it out there and work it out. No complaints, guys. I appreciate y'all, all of you. Jesse, Iris, thank you. It's really nice to have moderators because I've got enough I'm trying to keep track of. Thank you so much. I know it can be difficult sometimes. You make the calls you make. We got to think about it later. I don't think this is one of those cases. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for trying, being considerate, and the support. I appreciate the support, guys. I hope everybody stays warm. Iris, I'll text that. Yeah, stay warm, or just stay safe. Just stay safe, everyone. We'll catch y'all next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Rest up. Take care of yourselves. Till next time. I'm gonna get a monster. Meow, what are you doing?